Hello everyone. Me and my team recently worked on car sales data engineering project. This project integrates car sales, inventory, transactions, and dealership data into a structured schema, enabling efficient analytics and performance tracking. There are two types of data. One is streaming data and another one is static data. Streaming one is sales data, which contains records of sold vehicles, including sales details. And the static data set is site details, which contains branch information, including location details. Coming to the project architecture, there are total five phases: project requirement, data ingestion, ETL, data storage, reporting. This is our project overview. Our source data is an S3 bucket, and for data ingestion, we are using Azure Data Factory, and we have configured GitHub with ADF and Databricks for version control. We integrated Azure Key Vault for secure credential management and configured user roles in Microsoft Entra ID to enforce access control. We are incrementally loading the data into bronze container in the packet format, and then transformed data will be stored in silver container in the form of delta table. And coming to the golden layer, we have created facts and dimensions on top of silver table. And finally, for reporting, we are using Databricks dashboards. Now let's move on to the dashboard. We have organized our KPIs into four dashboards, each addressing a specific business objective. I'll walk you through each one in detail. The first one is sales performance analysis. We have added filters, slicers for better interactivity. And this is the overview of our dataset. We are having 28,196 cars, total sale price, cost price, profit, and loss. And this is the sale price and cost price monthly trends over time. Similarly, year-wise trends and weekly trends. And this is profit analysis over time. Branch-wise sales performance and profit analysis. We can see which branch is performing well and associated profit. And this pie chart indicates number of cars sold by branch. In this data set, we are having used and new cars. So this bar chart indicates sale price and profit analysis for new versus used cars. And now let's move on to cars performance analysis. We are having 55 make, and this is the car make performance by sale price and profit, and number of cars sold by make. Here we can select top 10 makes. In this data set, we are having mostly Ford related cars. So we have filtered out Ford for our analysis. And this is the data of without Ford cars. And this is the number of cars sold by make. And car model analysis. We are having 512 models. And this is the model performance by sale price and profit analysis. And similarly, without Ford model performance. And this is car color analysis by sale price and number of cars sold by car color. We can see blue and gray having most number of cars. Let's move on to customer analysis. And we are having 21,000 customers and 64 counties. This bar chart indicates number of cars owned by customers and county wise car distribution and sales performance by customer. And this is the sales performance by county. Now let's move on to cars in stock analysis. This bar chart indicates average number of days a car stays in stock by branch. And here we can see minimum number of days a car stays in stock and maximum number of days. And this is average days in stock by make. And number of days in stock over time analysis. So this is our S3 bucket, which is containing the car sales data of past 3 years from 2021 to 2023. And in this S3 bucket, we are also having our static data files in this other data files folder. So for handling these two types of data loading, we have designed two pipelines. The first pipeline is for handling streaming data. So for the first one, we are having past 3 years data in our S3 container. So we need to copy all the past 3 years data from S3 bucket to our ADLS Gen2 container. So for that, we are using a get metadata activity, which will return the files that are present in the ADLS Gen2 container. For the first one, there will be no files present in the ADLS Gen2 container. So we will be directly copying all the 3 years data from S3 bucket to our ADLS Gen2 container by preserving the folder hierarchy. And for the subsequent runs, we'll be only copying our latest files that are present in the S3 container. So this will run until there is no file present in the S3 bucket. So for this, we are using a watermark table for storing the current file name. And then we will be copying the file from S3 to ADLS Gen2. And then we'll be updating the watermark table with the next file name for the subsequent runs. So this is our second pipeline that is designed for handling the static data. So for this get metadata will be returning the files that are present in the other data folder in our S3 bucket. And then we'll be passing that each and every file into this for each activity. And then we will be getting the class modified date of that specific file. And this get metadata activity will be checking whether that file exists in ADLS Gen2 container or not. If it exists, then it will return the last modified date of that file. And if it doesn't exist, it will return a default date. And then we will be copying those files only when the S3 last modified date is greater than that file ADLS Gen2 last modified date. Coming to the Silver notebook, we are only processing and cleaning the latest files that are coming into the ADLS Gen2 container, and we are storing the processed files in the Silver container in the form of delta tables. And in Gold notebook, we are using a tracking table to check whether it's first run or incremental run, and we are creating facts and dimensions on top of latest clean Silver file, and then we are storing those facts and dimensions into the golden container in the form of delta tables. This is the clean table in the Silver container. On top of it, we are creating these dimensions: branch, car, sales executed, sales type, date, and customer table. And this is the fact table. By using these dimensions and fact tables, we are creating dashboards for reporting. Now I have scheduled a trigger for checking the incremental data loading. So now I'm going to upload a new file. So here we can check whether our pipeline is triggered. Here we can see our pipeline triggered. So here you can see our pipeline succeeded. Let's check our storage account. So previously we are having until 11/20/23. Here we can see 12/20/23 file. Now let's check the dashboard. So previously we are having 28,196 cars. Let's refresh the dashboard. Yes, it's getting reflected now. It is 28,894. Thank you.